Hi, loves. Welcome back. This is a brand new week ahead. This is from the 3rd to the 9th of August 2026. Happy new month. Happy August. We in full swing of things. We heading towards the Lionsgate portal. I hope you're all feeling good. I hope the messages have been serving you well. If you're new to my channel, I am Simone the Moon Goddess. Hit subscribe and y'all comment, like, engage with the video. That helps more eyes see and receive the message. So we're going to start off with an oracle card for the theme. I'm using my messages from the mermaids this week. And then we'll move into the tarot message. As always, I do an extended version of this reading. So if you are interested, the link is down below to join my Patreon. All right, loves, let's get into it. Spirit guides support me in connecting to the collective from the 3rd to the 9th of August 2026. May all messages be for the highest good of all involved with harm to none. What's going on? What's the theme for this week ahead? The general theme for the collective, whoever's watching, whoever's receiving the message. All right, we have move forward. How very Leo, how very Lionsgate, how very August, how very sun year, how very fire horse year. Move forward. Wherever you feel stuck, get up and move. Is it that you need to exercise? Is you need to shake your body, get the energy in your body moving? Is it moving forward in your mind? There's some sort of stagnation, something that you might be holding on to. Maybe it's about pivoting, right? Move forward, loves. He's walking underwater. You know how much strength that is? So maybe it's going to take a lot of strength for you to do so, but you have it. Believe, right? Take a breath, take another breath, take another breath. Even if you're nervous, take a step forward, make it happen. Bottom of the deck is support. Ha! So Spirit is saying that you're not alone. That as much as, we want you to move forward, but there's also support because it might not be easy. So this is friends, family, spirit guides, ancestors, strength in numbers. I'm curious to see what's under that. Contentment. Memories. So it could be groups that you've shared a lot of memories with, you feel comfortable with. There's no awkwardness. As the top of the deck is acceptance. So yeah, sounds like people are going through a big transition in life. End of a relationship, end of an era, moving on from a job, moving on from a career, switching it up. Things haven't been working the way how they've been how you've been doing things up to this point, and it's or how you've been relating to this situation, this environment up to this point. End of a cycle. Be gentle with yourself. All right, where you feel as if you need to push, to force, to grind, I can make this happen. As much as you want to be stubborn, you need to be gentle. The masculine energy, that action energy, that fire energy, you need to be gentle. And here is strength in numbers again, healing. So groups are a big thing this week, it feels. Let's say at the heart is feelings. Accept the feelings. You're supported. Maybe it's you up to this point you've been dealing with the situation alone. Maybe you need to connect to the voice of reason in your group. Wow, this is crazy. You have feelings, innocence, feelings, and letting go. The message is very clear. Your feelings are guides. Why do you feel this way? What am I feeling? Why do I feel this? Where do I feel it? When do I feel it? You're asking the questions. But it's time to let go, my loves. I see go with the flow here and free spirit. and love. All right. Let's move into tarot and see what's coming through for each day this week. You're being asked to move forward. It's Neptune or Poseidon, god of the sea. So look at the symbolism of Poseidon. Where's Neptune at the minute? Neptune is Neptune in Saturn in Aries? Neptune in Aries? Yeah, Neptune is in Aries. Neptune is in retrograde at the minute. All right, let's go. What's the messages? What's the energy? Give me Monday's energy, please. What's Monday's energy, spirit guides for the collective? Make it clear, please. What's Monday's energy? Thank you. Got a 9 of coins and it came out reverse. What's going on for Tuesday? Three of coins, and when I'm shuffling, the energy feels sticky. It's very jerky, very sticky, and some of the cards coming out in clumps. So maybe you hold, it's that holding on, it's like putting the brakes, feeling like you want to take a step forward, but then you doubting yourself, and then you change your mind, or you procrastinate on it, something along those lines. Let's say Wednesday. I was going to set the third card. Wednesday. Spirit, reflective. Wednesday. Thank you. 5 of Swords. Let me give this a little shuffle. Thursday's energy, please. Thursday's energy for the collective. That's 2 cards, both reverse. The Moon and the 3 of Swords. I just want 1 card, please. What's Thursday's energy? Page of Coins. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, please. All right, by the end of the week, it feels like the energy is going to loosen up a bit. Cards are shuffling a lot more smoother, but the middle of the week feels very sticky. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, please. All right, 7 of Coins. Just bear with me. I'll show you the cards in a minute. All right. Top of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Move forward. Being very decisive. Boundaries straight across the line. There's no doubt. You don't doubt what the Queen of Swords says. You know that when she says what she says, she means it. Ace of Cups. Beautiful. And a King of Cups here. So foundation is a week of healing. There's an opening for healing there. Whatever you're being asked to move forward from or move forward towards, it's to facilitate healing, or healing will facilitate you being able to move forward. Letting the emotions flow. You feel emotional, your feelings are on high, let it flow. Let it overflow. Don't judge it. Let's see. At the heart of all of this, 2 of Cups. There's the support. Whether that's a romantic partner, a friend, a business partner. What is lovely is you have the Sun and the Strength card. So the Sun and Strength, Leo's card. Leo is ruled by the Sun. Leo season, this Leo energy, this first week. Yeah. Embrace all of Leo's qualities. And I'm seeing this Ace of Swords again. It was at the bottom of the deck when I got when I said something about the energy seems to be lightening up, I think is when it showed up. Queen of Swords, Two of Cups. Did I show you all already? No, I didn't. Two of Swords. Sorry, forgive me. I am tired. I am tired. But I'm here. We got the Queen of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, don't doubt your decisions. You going in the right path. Whatever it is you're moving forward on, you doing the right thing. You're on the right path. Let's look at Monday's energy. Nine of Coins. It came out reverse. Or kind of like on its side. You could be in an in-between place, or you feel as if you're in an in-between place. You feel like your life is supposed to be luxurious. You're supposed to be living the life, calm and cool, and enjoying the beauty of life. And you move when you feel like moving, and you chill when you don't feel like moving, and all of this energy, right? But yet you don't feel as if it's showing up in your reality. Maybe it's about moving forward from that idea and just being grateful about where you are at. There might be a little more work to do. And also, it feels like a need for rest, because I just thought about what I just said to you. Part of you living a luxurious life is being able to realize that rest is not laziness. Resting is not laziness. Resting is not dropping the ball. You're not being inconsistent by resting or not having 100% energy to give on any particular day. Monday, there's a need to relax, receive. What's the messages showing you? I feel like there's also this message of you're doing so much better than you think you are, and you need to give yourself a lot more credit. Acceptance. For some of you, there's a need to pull back on the overindulgence. You're doing a little bit too much, and it's at your detriment. Meaning, maybe you need to budget a little bit. Maybe you need to bring some balance into the work play aspect. This is for some of you. For some of you, I feel as if you need to stop being so hard on yourself and allow the rest and relaxation. You'll play it to whatever your story is. All right, so let's look at Tuesday. Tuesday, we have a Three of Coins. This is working with others, projects, groups type of energy. Again, strength in numbers. For some of you, you could be sought out for your particular skills. I feel as if there is this message also of reveling in your niche, right? Finding a lot of strength in having a very particular interest and not feeling as if that's going to be detrimental to your growth. If we're moving into with all of this Aquarius energy, north and south node, north node now in Aquarius, it's this energy of embracing smaller groups, embracing not necessarily, when I say smaller, not necessarily not as impactful, but it's very like the interests, the connection, the things that y'all love, you can really relax and get involved in it and communicate and share with these people because they get it. You don't have to brush over it. You don't have to explain every time you talk about your interest. Y'all get it. And you are able to share thoughts and concepts and ideas to broaden your horizons and to see different levels and layers of this interest that you have, that you wouldn't have been able to see if your scope was wider and you were talking to people not really interested in it as much as you are, right? You get it. I feel like Tuesday, you're you could be in a position to really connect to your groups. Wednesday we have the Five of Swords. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday felt very sticky. The cards were clumping. The energy was start stop. It wasn't moving. It was only when I got to the weekend that it started to move a lot more easily. And this could be some kind of stubbornness, because by the end of the week we have a Seven of Coins, and for me that's a little bit heavy as well. But for some reason the energy was flowing, so it's almost as if you kind of falling back into bad habits, falling back into where you're being asked to move forward from. It's at your detriment, but it's who you know, so you just the energy came out easier. Wednesday, potential conflicts, feeling defeated. You say one thing, the other person hears something completely different. There's just all kinds of misunderstandings potentially for Wednesday. Now, when I go into my extended, we'll see what this conflict could potentially be about or who with, and I'll break down the energy to give you more details on what this could potentially be. But Wednesday, some sort of argument, conflict, you defeating somebody, you winning a battle, or somebody winning a battle against you, something along those lines. um Thursday we have a Page of Coins. An offer can be coming forward. You might be feeling a little bit stubborn, not wanting to accept it because it might not necessarily be what it is that you've wanted or how you've wanted it to appear, your whatever you're working towards. But this proposal, this offer is leading you. Remember, you have this Ace of Cups. Remember, you've been asked to move forward. So whatever is coming forward on Thursday, don't be too quick to dismiss it. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have a Seven of Coins. You're carrying a whole lot of weight. Again, rely on your support. We have a Two of Cups energy. So whether this is a lover, a love partner, a friend, a business partner, a creative collaborator, somebody who's very much interested in your niche, allow people to help you. Don't be dismissive. Don't feel as if you have to micromanage or control every aspect. The other thing here is when we talk about rest, right? So maybe at the beginning of the week, you kind of harden yourself about how much you've been resting, and then it goes from one extreme to the next. But whereby at the end of the week, it's not resting, carrying everything, carrying the whole load, and not only that, but just being cynical about it as well. I got to do everything by myself. I guess I have to do it by myself. I'm the only one that can do it anyway. So let me just do it because nobody's like checking for me. Da 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 da. But have you asked for help? Have you accepted help? You could be doing like everybody's seeing you as this. They don't see that you have struggles. You don't appear to have struggles. So maybe that's why people aren't coming forward. Maybe it's time to be a little more transparent with what's going on for you. I find it, yeah, we got a lot of earth, a lot of money, like Nine of Coins, Three of Coins, and Seven of Coins, a Page of Coins. So 4 out of 5 cards this week are all about the money, all about the resources and the materials, building something really stable and real. Down the middle is the thoughts, the mind going a million miles. This is Aquarius energy, this Five of Swords. Maybe the battle isn't with somebody else, maybe it's with yourself. Maybe you're so worried about this idea that you have that's so different from anything that you've seen, that anything so different from anything you've seen, the way how it's done is so very different that you think it won't be received well because other people aren't doing it. It's not trending, it's not viral. And that's a good thing because it's like we have an opportunity to rewrite things. It's time for the underdog to come forward, to step up. So maybe the conflict is with yourself here, because it's Wednesday. That's the day of Mercury, right? That's the day of your communication. Also, something could be coming to the light where it annoys you, because by the time we get to, so we got the third, fourth, fifth, so somewhere here in the middle, because Mercury comes out of pole shadow, the sixth, either the sixth or the seventh, so somewhere around here. Maybe that's why things kind of got a little bit looser energetically, because we'll be out of pole shadow Mercury retrograde. So things will be flowing as they normally would when it comes to Mercury. Maybe something is revealed here, and you are at this, as you move through the end of the week, you're in the space of acceptance. Oh yeah, acceptance was one of the cards, right? You're in a space of acceptance, and that's why it kind of flows a little more towards the end of the week. But nonetheless, it's still heavy. There's the revelation releases the anxiety, the worry, the stress about things, but then it still brings another level of no having to process. And that's why it might feel heavy. Why things might feel heavy or harder to do, or it takes a little more energy for you to get going. Something along those lines. But I shall expand on this with the extended. So if you're interested, just hit the link down below and join me over on Patreon. All right, my loves. Have a beautiful week. Take care. Bye.